Overview. What is it? The hard-top version of the Jaguar F-Type convertible, which bucked the usual trend and launched first. You can blame America. It's the biggest Jaguar F-Type market, and they demanded the drop top first. So got it. The Coupe launched in 2014, looking more like a modern-day type than the Roadster F does. Which is to say it looks absolutely belting. It received a light update in 2017, with an oh-so-subtle restyling and a new engine option. That's a 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbo. Yep, even big Larry Jags aren't safe from downsizing, and if you spec no options at all, means you can buy an F-Type for less than £50,000. Happily, the four-cylinder doesn't arrive at the expense of the F-Type's bigger, more characterful engines. So there are supercharged V6 engines with 335 bhp, 375 bhp, or 395 bhp, which get to round central exhausts to visually differentiate them from the four-cylinder and its single central pipe. See an F-Type with 4 exhaust pipes, though, 2 at each end of the bumper, and it's running a V8. You've two to choose from, the 542 bhp F-Type R and the 567 bhp F-Type SVR. They're all-wheel drive only, and all the better for it, finally able to put their power to use in a way earlier RWD V8 F-Types couldn't. And the SVR is the first Jag since the XJ220 to officially top 200 miles per hour too. Driving, what is it like on the road? The inevitable comparison here is against the convertible, and it's a good place to start. The solid roof means there's more strength in the chassis, and the suspension has been lightly modified too. The end result is a car that's more harmonious, better balanced, and allows you to use more of its power, more of the time. It's a bundle of fun to drive, maybe not quite as together as a Porsche 911, but arguably more entertaining, not least because of the epic soundtrack that continually erupts from the exhausts. With many tunes of F-Type to choose from, you get a different driving experience depending on your budget. To summarize, there are 6 different power outputs, 2 different gearboxes, an 8-speed auto is standard on most, but the V6s can be had with a 6-speed manual and 2 different transmissions. Most are rear drive, but the higher-powered V6s and the V8s can be had with all-wheel drive. Money no object? Get an AUG V8. The SVR is undoubtedly the maddest, most exciting F of all, but doesn't justify its cost premium over the starkly similar R. And the R has nice subtle styling, with the SVR's mad wing removed. But there isn't a bad F-Type. The V8s naturally sound the best, the V6s are a mite more precise to drive, they get proper mechanical differentials if you choose one of the more powerful ones, and the four-cylinder, with its 296 bhp output, is as approachable and trustworthy as F-Types get. Yes, that means it's the least boisterous and exciting, but there's a brilliant novelty to driving a big wide Jag as hard as you can drive this one. On the inside, layout, finish and space, there's a coziness to the F-Type's interior that makes it feel like a proper sports car. The cabin layout, as you might have guessed, is much the same as the convertibles, but somehow the hardtop feels more special inside. In part this is due to the shape of the roofline and the fact more light gets in, something that's enhanced should you specify the optional glass roof. Perhaps even more importantly, the shapely back end now includes a hatchback and a far more accommodating boot. You can actually get things in it, like shopping bags and suitcases. You can still only take one passenger with you, mind. The F-Type's dashboard layout has resisted aging well. 4-year on, and its cowl dials, joystick gear selector in the auto, and fancy aircon dials are all as fun to look at and operate as they were at launch. And Jag's continued product improvement, each model gets a light tech update every year, means the touchscreen system is now intuitive and class competitive. Owning, running costs and reliability, the new 2.0-liter version means F-Types might now appear on some company car lists or suddenly become justifiable via a tantalizing lease deal. Plus it offers nearly 40 miles per gallon, officially, anyway. While the engine isn't particularly charismatic, the rest of the car is more than good enough to make up for it.